Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines and many other sectors.
As the country celebrates the historic Ram Mandir Consecration Ceremony, stock market investors are now looking at potential stocks that will directly benefit, with Ayodhya now emerging as the latest big, hottest tourist spot in the country. Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi, Batra, and in this video, I'm going to tell you top 10 stocks that you should be keeping on your watch list, as these 10 stocks have a direct or indirect benefit that they can garner from today's inauguration of the Ram Temple. Reports already are indicating that not just today, over the next 3 to 4 years, on an everyday basis, we will continue to see over 3 to 4 lakh devotees that would visit Ayodhya on a daily basis, and therefore this is a theme for the long term as well. So investors wanting to consider stocks in the hospitality, travel, tourism destination, keeping Ayodhya as the focus, these are the stocks that you should be keeping on your watch list. So the first one is definitely from the hospitality section. Indian hotels, according to Anarock Research, says that Ayodhya is now becoming the hotbed of hospitality activity. Across all budget bandwidths as well, the demand for hotel spaces ranging from 5-star categories to even lower grade categories is going to be seeing a tremendous increase after the temple consecration, since Ayodhya is now shaping up to be one of the most prominent tourism and religious travel hotspots in the country as well. And therefore, IHCL, Indian Hotels Company, one of the country's largest hotel chain operators that owns prestigious brands like Taj Hotels and Vivanta, which is already coming up with 2 of the properties in Ayodhya. According to Suma Venkatesh, the Executive Vice President of Real Estate and Development at IHCL, says that considering the fact that Ayodhya as a revered birthplace of Lord Ram, it also attracts significant pilgrimage footfall year-round. And now after the consecration of the Ram Temple, it is only going to be increasing. So this stock is going to be definitely in focus. EIH, the company, in its annual general meeting on August of 2023, had clearly said that they are looking at increased activity in Ayodhya and Varanasi, and there are many such destinations in India. The spiritual tourism is on the rise, and therefore they are looking at potentially these particular sites, including Ayodhya, as the locations for potential tie-ups as well. In fact, the shares of EIH have already gained about 15% so far in January of 2024 and about 68% in the last 1 year as well, amid the entire travel and tourism theme that was on the rise. In fact, Jeffries also has picked IHCL and EIH as potential benefits from the hotel space when we talk about Ayodhya as a theme. The next one comes in from the air travel space, and INDIGO or Interglobe Aviation is clearly a big monopoly stock in this space. The shares of INDIGO have rallied just about 3% in Jan, but over the last 1 year, it's up by 46%. It's already hovering around 3,044 odd levels, and INDIGO has definitely emerged as one of the most preferred picks from the aviation sector for most of the analysts who we have been discussing with, and was the first company to launch a flight to Ayodhya, and therefore it has been chosen as one of the most preferred flights for travel both nationally and internationally, and therefore one can see INDIGO shares continue to be in focus going forward. Again, from the railways pack, it is going to be IRCTC, the monopoly company that provides catering services in Indian Railways. During the initial 100 days of the inauguration of Ram Mandir, the Indian Railways plan to run about 1,000 trains from different parts of the country to Ayodhya from January 19. And the temple will now open for general public from tomorrow onwards, that January 23rd. And shares of IRCTC have already gained about 5% on a year-to-date basis. That is just in 15-20 sessions of January, and around 45% in the last 1 year as well, till January 18. Now, Sethi Finmart's Managing Director Vikas Sethi has believed that the stock is seen touching 1250 levels in the near term as well, since it continues to enjoy the strong fundamentals. And of course, with the Ayodhya theme going on, the stock is likely to be in focus again. Praveg, that's one stock that we recently discovered when the Ayodhya and the Lakshadweep theme started to flourish for investors to look at. Now, the company was established in 2005. It's an Ahmedabad-based company. Praveg pioneers and is a leader in the experiential tourism in the country, and it offers exhibition, event management and hospitality services in the country. In fact, the biggest theme for which Praveg is famous for is for providing luxury tent cities and luxury resorts in multiple places, and including in Ayodhya, that it has sent a tent city. In Rann of Kutch, in Varanasi, Daman and Diu, these are the places that it has already developed tent cities, and these tent cities will also garner a lot of attraction of tourists going forward from here as well, since there are limited hotels right now, and tents and luxury tents are the next way of experiencing such holy cities and pilgrimage sites as well in the country. Shares of the company have already rallied on 50% on a year-to-date basis till January of 18, and the shares which had shares of Praveg have already been in focus since about like last 1 year as well, when this entire theme started. The stock is also expected to reach around 1300 rupees in the next 6 to 9 months, as per Sethi Finmart's Managing Director Vikas Sethi over here. Now, the next one that I'm talking about is again from the hospitality space, and that's Apollo Sinduri Hotels. The shares of this Chennai-based company, Apollo Sinduri Hotels, have already rallied about 54% this month. The Hospitality Service Management and Support Services Company is building a multi-level parking facility in Ayodhya to accommodate visitors' vehicles in Teri Bazaar as well. And therefore, the company is looking to garner a multi-fold kind of a benefit from Ram Mandir's Consecration Ceremony, as well as now this destination will be frequented by a lot of tourists, and multi-level parking will be essential for all the tourists who will be coming by vehicles over there. In fact, most of the analysts who have talked to us have given a hold rating with this company, and the target price of 3000 rupees that can now be touched in a 12 months time frame as well. The next stock is from the FMEG space, fast-moving electrical goods companies. Havells India is a stock that everybody is watching out for amid the Ram Mandir Consecration Ceremony, because Havells is the company that's behind supplying and installing the lighting products of the temple as well. The consumer electronics firm Havells India undertook the responsibility for Sri Ram Mandir project, encompassing supply, installation, testing and commissioning of the cutting-edge lighting elements to enhance the aesthetic appeal and the spiritual ambience. And therefore, Motilal Oswal is already bullish on the company and believes that the stock has a potential to even touch 1580 levels in the recent times as well. The next stock is India's poster boy when it comes to the infrastructure story, Larsen and Toubro, L&T, because L&T is the company behind the construction of the Ram Mandir itself. L&T has successfully designed and also built the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi temple, establishing a new milestone in architectural grandeur. It built the complex in about 3 years' time. The company has, said already in its statements that this temple is built to last for 1,000 years. In fact, Elara Capital, the brokerage firm, has a buy recommendation on L&T and has a target price of 3750 on Larsen and Toubro for the fantastic creation of the Ram temple in India. The next stock is a rare stock that you would have ever heard about. It's from the small cap space. The company is called Pakka Limited. Remember, this Ayodhya-based company Pakka is a packaging firm that had recently also got listed on the stock exchanges. Pakka is behind the supply of compostable plates, bowls and spoons for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony today. And in the last 1 week alone, this small cap stock has delivered over 63% returns to investors, and this Ayodhya based company from the packaging place is going to be continuing to be in focus even for the next few years to come, because a lot of tourists will continue to be present here. And for the distribution of prasad, this is the company that will be supplying all the pattals, all the plates, spoons and all those compostable disposable utensils as well. And therefore this company is in for a good time to come forward from here. The other company, the last company that I'm going to be sharing today, the 10th company that you should be keeping on your watch list, is again from the travel and tourism package places, and that is Ease My Trip. The travel services provider has also seen a rise in retail holding, who were not only planning a trip to Ayodhya but also showing interest in the stock price as well. The retail holding in the company has increased sharply to 21.98% in the 3 months ended December from 16.8% a quarter ago. Huge retail surge has come in, and since October this stock has gained over 14%. In the last 1 month alone, it has rallied about 20% as well. So this space is also going to be in focus because of a lot of spiritual related packages that the companies are now focusing on, and such Ease My Trip is also planning for such packages for all the spiritual sites in India, including Ayodhya as well. So these are the top 10 stocks that will be in focus starting tomorrow after the inauguration of the Ram Temple. However, do speak to your own financial advisor before taking a step into investing in any of the stocks that have been discussed in this video. But do stay tuned on to Business Today Television, as live and exclusive coverage from the Ram Janmabhoomi, from Ayodhya, of the consecration ceremony of Ram Temple continues, and we continue to get you all the live action from Ayodhya. So do stay tuned.
Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines and many other sectors.
In today's rapidly evolving business environment, when risk is omnipresent, managing risks is no longer just about ticking a few boxes. Businesses need to maintain a panoramic view of risks to stay ahead of the curve. Join us to explore how organizations can rethink risk to unlock new possibilities and become fit for future. At PwC presents De-Risking the Future in collaboration with Business Today.
Hello and welcome to Business Today Television. I'm Siddharth Zira.